Good morning, good morning. Maria here, Facebook page owner of One Wise Life and the creator of OneWiseLife.com. I'm back. If you've been following me, you know I've been on holiday up in Maine this last week. Got home yesterday after a very, very long drive, but feel really refreshed, ready to rock and roll, and I am ooper. Did I mention I was really excited? I'm super excited about today's show. I've got so much joy in presenting today. I have so much, oh my gosh, today's show is really meaningful for me. Today brings together a lot of things that I feel really strongly about. It's an alignment of message and purpose, and I think you are going to gain so much more from today's show than any other show, because there's something special at the end I'm going to be giving away. Actually, I'm not giving it away. John, who is the writer of today's article, has something really special to give away to the audience here at One Wise Life. But more on that in a minute. We're going to wait for some folks to roll in because it takes a while for these notifications to go out on the Facebook Live, so I don't want to dive in too soon with everything, because if not, you'll miss out. So let's say who's here. Kathy Baker joined us. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for being here. You are dedicated at joining almost every day. Felicity Hill is here, another dedicated watcher. Thank you for being here, Felicity. Wendy Sharbandi, good morning. Darling Dawn is here. Good morning. Zaid Zafar Sherez is here. Good morning. I hope I pronounced that properly. Madison Ruman, my lovely, great niece, is here. Thank you so much for being here, Madison. Okay, the key to life is what we're talking about today. And let's see, should we dive into the key to life? Let me pin this really quickly so that I make sure that everybody is here. Let me share it with my people so that they know I'm here. I promise I'll get started. Again, it takes a few seconds for everybody to get rolling in here. I just need to do this, and I can't talk and type at the same time. There, done. We're ready. Okay, today's show. Oh, Dave Moore's here. Hi, Dave. Thanks for being here. The gang's all here. Yes. Dave, we need to hook up. I want to chit-chat with you, touch base with you as soon as we get a moment. Okay. So today, very, very meaningful. Why? Because OneWiseLife.com, its purpose is to bring self-motivated individuals like yourself together with the coaches, the master teachers, the healers that are willing to provide content and value, experience, inspiration, techniques, tips that they use with their clients. So when you're looking for information, when you are looking for direction, for guidance, for input, for answers, OneWiseLife.com is where the coaches are, right? That's where the healers are. That's where some of the answers are that allow you to sort of dive in at your pace. And that's the most important thing. It's at your pace. So you can read it, digest it, implement some of the things you've learned, if you choose to. You can reach out to the coaches if you choose to want to work with them. Its main purpose is to always provide value for you. John Kim is a new contributor to OneWiseLife.com. Why am I smiling? Why is my heart exploding? Because John Kim is one of those coaches who I have been following for what feels like 1,000 years, but I know the internet hasn't been around 1,000 years. He's been around for such a long time. He is literally a pioneer, a trailblazer is what I refer him to. He is a trailblazing coach, and I love him because when I started social media, when I started to get on social media and see what social media is about, how it works, Facebook specifically, I thought to myself, this is a really powerful tool. In the beginning, I was afraid to even jump on social media because I was afraid of the things that it could do in terms of our psychology as people and in the way that social media can be used, which might not be the most positive way. But I had a quick change of thought in how social media could work in a way that's very healing, in a way that teaches, in a way that's using a platform to reach the masses in the greatest good kind of way. And no sooner did I have that thought that I came across John Kim. And his Facebook is called The Angry Therapist. I've been sharing his things the last couple weeks. I'm not sure if you've, well, I know you've seen them because you've been over on his page. I see you guys going over and clicking and checking him out. Anyway, he started using social media exactly as I thought it could be used. And he started to teach and coach and connect with people authentically using the social media platform. And having, again, he's one of the trailblazers and a pioneer of how coaching could be done virtually, how it could be done online, how it could be done in the greatest good kind of way. John is an amazing writer, an amazing teacher, an amazing speaker. He is authentic, incredibly authentic, and so real and down to earth. He's not here to tell you how life could be. He's here to share the struggles with you. He shares his own struggles. His message, as I talk today about his latest article, The Key to Life, with you today, his message, you're going to see, resonates very much with me. It's very much in alignment with what Maria is all about and what One Wise Life is all about. So for those of you who are repeat dedicated watchers of this live Facebook show that I have here on One Wise Life, you're really going to get today's message and why I so much am inspired by John and why I'm so stinking thrilled that he's writing for One Wise Life and that he's bringing you so much good stuff. Stick with me because at the end of the show, I have some giveaways from John, and you're not going to want to miss that. These are amazing, amazing opportunities for you, especially to my California audience. Anybody here from California? Thumbs up and hearts if you are. Because if you're in California, specifically the LA area, August 27th, there's an amazing opportunity for you, and I'm going to talk about that too at the end of the live. Okay, so the key to life. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat what John says is the key to life. And then I'm going to break down as to why and how to maybe look at this key to life, and hopefully it will inspire you to implement some of the things that John talks about here. All right, so John says that the key to life is in your ability to be happy. That's it. The key to life is in your ability to be happy. How able are you to be happy? He says that your ability to be happy with whatever you have or whatever you're going through in your current situation is your capacity for happiness. Let's digest that for a minute before I dive into the how. The key to life is in your ability to be happy in your current situation. If you've been following me for a while now, you know that I always talk about reframing your mind to look at any situation that you're experiencing as one that's happening for you and not to you. And when you start to understand why it's happening for you, you have greater growth, you have greater healing, you have more power and capacity to get through it in a more expansive way, ultimately allowing you to create more of the kind of experiences that you want. So John's definition of happiness, and I've got tons of notes because when he put this article, when he dropped off or delivered this article for One Wise Life, I dove into it and I took tons of notes for you so that we could talk about it today. But John's definition of happiness is, it's a state, a condition, an authentic connection to self that is built on trust, which creates a feeling of wholeness. I'm going to read that again. John's definition of happy is that it's a state, a condition, an authentic connection to self that is built on trust, which creates a feeling of wholeness. That last part, built on trust, which creates a feeling of wholeness, took my breath away. How many times have I told you my motto? Trust the universe, trust the process. Trust the universe, trust the process. And when I say trust, I mean implicitly trust. And I implicitly trust that whatever experience is in front of me is the experience that's meant for me. And when I look at things like that, no matter what the current situation is, there is purpose and meaning behind it. And it's a way for me to find gratitude and positivity and expansion because of it, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. This, my friends, is your ability to be happy. This is practice. This is a lot of practice. It's not overnight. It's still practice for me. it's still a practice for me, because sometimes things hit hard. Things hit really, really hard. Things knock you down to your knees. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to just say it sucks. But then take a moment to find its purpose. These are the steps to move you, to pivot your brain in a way that allows you to welcome the healing, to welcome the positivity. This is positivity looking at it in a very realistic kind of way. And this is important because one of the things that I think he's talking about here in terms of being happy in your current situation is, if you're not finding purpose and meaning behind it, then you might be finding yourself running away from it, right? Or escaping from it. This is positive in a very real way, because you can look at positivity and ignore things, right? You can call things as rosy and happy and joyful even though you're not feeling it. You can say a lot of things. You can escape what's happening in your current situation and not learn anything. That's not real positivity. Real positivity is really absorbing your experience for what it is, how it is, and why it's happening for you. That's real positivity. That's where the real growth happens. That's where healing happens. Escaping, running away from it is not. It totally isn't. So it's in the practice. It's in the practice, and continued practice, and my continued practice day in and day out to create this new norm. And you got to practice it to create a new norm. Because if your norm is to react, to run away from things that don't feel good to you, then you're going to keep experiencing things that don't feel good to you, and you'll gain nothing from it. So it is a continued practice. It's a continued practice for me. It does get easier over time. I'm not saying things are positive the moment that I recognize why something is happening for me. It takes time. It still takes time. And that's okay. But today's show is meaningful for me, because if you've been following my work, if you've been following what I've been doing, you know that 2015 was kind of a tremendous year for me. Professionally, personally, surgically, my family, there's so much. I kind of joke about it now, but we had, four funerals and no wedding in 2015. It was a tough ass year. And while it was tough, I chose to find purpose. I chose to find meaning in it. It was incredibly difficult for me to get through some of the illnesses, to deal with narcissists, to deal with some of the personal things that I had been going through. But the other side of that is OneWiseLife.com. The other side of that is meeting Stephen Aitchison. The other side of that is working at YourDigitalFormula.com. The other side of that has been exactly what John's talking about in this article, in that by finding purpose, by finding meaning, by finding happiness in the current situation, well, then you learn to find new norms for yourself, to create the life that you want. And then by default, find the people that are more in alignment with what it is that you want, and find the experiences that are in alignment with more of what you want. It's in that practice. And I'm forever grateful for the now, the today, the working with Stephen, the working at YourDigitalFormula.com, and forever grateful that when I reached out to John Kim and had the opportunity to meet him actually a couple weeks ago, this to me is sort of the full circle. It's all coming together, and what a great day this is. So here's a really great perspective that John talks about in this article. And I'll be posting this article for you to read. It's literally a 5-minute read. I love the way he writes too. It's very succinct, to the point. He gets you right where he needs you so that you can really take away what you need to take away from the article. But here was a great thing that John references and talks about in the article that I thought was spectacular, and I had never read it like this before. He says that while we have to learn to practice these things day in and day out, we still operate with a very ancient brain. And that ancient brain still works with a flight or fight response. Except that today, we don't have beasts to have to fight or run away from. But our brains are still working this way. So what are we running away from? Relationship problems, money problems, career problems, anything that's causing us to suffer just a little bit, we tend to naturally disconnect or run away from it. And that, my friends, is not helping you one bit. In fact, again, if you've been following me, anytime you're ignoring your present situation and not looking at it for what it's bringing you, then you create an immense distance between you and solution, you and peace. You create an extreme distance between you and your authentic self, because you get so caught up on the energy of running away and getting busy and disconnecting that you're not taking the moment to welcome the healing and the overcoming through adversity and really learning about yourself and your capacity and your ability and what you can do. You're running away from a stronger foundation, bigger courage, bigger aha moments. That's not serving your greatest good. It's not serving your greatest good. So, welcome the ability to reframe your situation, to be happy in your current situation. Understand why it's happening for you and not to you. And the more you'll experience joy and happiness because of it, then you'll also be more connected to your authentic self and to your authentic you. I love how John says this. He says, when you have this ability to do this, when you start to trust the universe, start to really trust yourself in your current situation, your potency goes up. I love that he says that. Your potency goes up. How powerful is that? Who doesn't want their potency to go up? And you'll attract healthier people. Healthier people. Not just healthy physically, healthy up here too. How many times have I talked about your inner circle of friends? These are not the friends that are yesing you to death. These are not the friends that are nice to you to your face and then somebody else behind your back. Healthier people, whole people, mind, body, and spirit, who will not only support you during your time of need, but push you in a loving way so that you become a greater you. These are healthier people. You welcome the better things that you want. You create the kind of experience that you're really looking for. You're not wishing. You're not hoping for good luck. You are literally creating it. You're literally creating it. Okay, so I have to read the end of this article for you because really no one can say it as succinctly and as beautifully as John does. But John says the key to life, hold on. Hold on to your true self as long as you can, until what you believe you need to make you happy is only you. It's only you. The power is in you. The power is in you. All right, so practice, practice, practice. If you've got nothing from today, practice the art of joy. Practice the art of being okay with your current situation, no matter what that is. Understand that it's happening for you and not to you. Are you ready for the good stuff now? Are you ready for the really great, great stuff? Okay, give me hearts. I'm going to use the hearts as the symbolism if you're in Los Angeles or if you're in California. I want to know how many people are in California. Give me those hearts if you're in California. Heart, 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 heart. Fabulous, fabulous. California, August 27th. Again, if I didn't love John already, I love him more now because of what he's doing here. I'm going to put this link up here for you. There is a free event happening in California, hosted by John, and he's the co-founder of Shift.us, and I'll put a link up to that as well. Here is the link to my California friends for the free event. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this free event here. August 27th. You can register for free. The entire day is free. It's called the Awake event, and it's a wellness pop-up event, and I've pulled it up here. And you're going to have a full day, including yoga, where you will talk about the topics of starting up your life, embracing your inner child, unleashing your inner badass. Who doesn't want that? If I was in LA, I would totally be there. There's going to be how to improve your relationship, making it better, shining on, fighting for calm is the title of one of the sessions. Finding your word. I love this. Create a picture of what you need and want in order to live your true and authentic self. How many times have I talked about your word, your theme words? I love this. Talk about alignment with One Wise Life, alignment with me. If I was in LA, I would totally make this event. Go, 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 go. It's going to be headed up by John, by some coaches. You're not going to want to miss this. It's totally real. As soon as you check out John's event and John's, I'm going to put all the links up here to John, you're going to get how completely authentic, non-threatening, and how amazing John's work is. He's going to talk about abundance, about self-love. This, again, it's a full day, including yoga. I think there's a yoga session in the middle of the day for this event, and it's sponsored, and again, totally free for you. And if you're in the Los Angeles area, I highly recommend that you attend this event. The registration is free, attendance is free. Go, go, go. There's more. If you're not in LA, there's still more for you to enjoy. Again, Stephen is the co-founder of Shift.us. I'm going to put that link up right now. And this is why I love John's work. Shift.us is an online group, if you will. He calls them tribes. I love that. And who else uses tribes? Me. You belong to the One Wise Life tribe. You can also belong on the several tribes that John does. So basically what he's done is these tribes, you can sign up to join. I think there's about 10 or 11 tribes that you can try them out and see how they work for you, and they're led by coaches. So if you need to do something, like one of the tribes is called Coping with Anxiety, and if that's something that you want to learn more about or overcome anxiety, you can join this free tribe for 7 days. For 7 days, and it'll be led by a coach. You'll be working with a group, completely online, completely free for 7 days. There is purpose and calling. There is learning self-love. There is, let's see here, if I can find more signature tribes for you. Again, there's about 10 or 11 of them. One is overcoming grief. So many of you have come to me and written messages specifically on how I can help you with grief, how I can help you with relationships, how I can help you with anxiety, how I can help you with your purpose, how I can help you with mindfulness and meditation. And again, I am not a coach. I can't help you with that personally. But John has created this online community of about 10 or 11 tribes that you can join completely free for 7 days. They're led by life coaches. They're there for you to help you. And if you want more, you can certainly dive in for more. I'll put these links up again when the show is complete so that you can learn more about it. 2 huge things that John is offering. This is fundamentally what OneWiseLife.com is all about. Bringing you, the self-motivated individuals, together with those coaches who totally want to provide you value, who want to reach out to you and give you quality information that helps you move to the next level of living, helps you create the life you want. John is one of those people I've been following for many, many years. I am completely honored, in awe that I had the chance to meet him, honored and in awe that he's writing for OWL. He will continue to give you amazing information like he did today. I'm going to put the article up for you to read in a minute. Go check out these events. Talk about giving you value. John's not just writing. He's actually giving you opportunity to go to the event in LA. And if you're not in LA and you're somewhere else on the globe, you can join his online tribes right here, right online, right from your computer, right from your laptop, and you'll get some support. You can try it out for free for 7 days. I was so in awe when I found this, when he talked to me about what he's doing. He also has a coaching certification program if you want to learn about coaching and you want to become a life coach. He's got an amazing program. In fact, I'll be checking that out myself as well. I think that would be certainly a great place for you to start if you're looking to become a coach. I believe it's called The Catalyst, if I'm not mistaken. And if I can find that link too, John, if you're watching, feel free to put the link up here for the audience of OneWiseLife.com. Okay, that's today's show. Almost a half hour. I try to do these things between 20 minutes and 30 minutes. I really hope that you love John as much as I do. He's an amazing, powerful human being. He's very real. The way he delivers his message is just succinct, to the point. If you know me, I'm not real big on fluffy stuff, and John is not either. So talk about an alignment of message. Just like everybody else, we all go through stuff, and John has certainly gone through his stuff. He shares his story very eloquently. He's got a great, powerful message over on his Facebook page, The Angry Therapist. I'll put a link up to that as well, so you can go check out his page. Have him nourish your soul with his messages, with his very powerful questions that he poses. Yesterday, he posed the question about what does the full expression of yourself look like? That was a great, powerful question. I really took some time to think about that one for myself. And I had some really great answers that popped up for myself that helped me look at some of the things that I wanted to do more of. Okay, that is my show. Let's do some shout outs because you guys love the shout outs. I don't want to not do shout outs. John's last name is Kim. John Kim, Janet Brown is asking. K-I-M. And his Facebook page is called The Angry Therapist. I'll put that up here, Janet, so you can look at it. Kimberly Mann says, you are amazing too. Thank you, Kimberly. You know what? I'm only a reflection of you. If you're here, if you like this message, if what I say resonates with you, then this is just an expansion of who you are. It's an expansion of who you are. I really don't think I'm teaching or talking about anything that's new. I'm just reminding you of the greatness that you already had within you. Sometimes we just forget. Sometimes we just get overcome with shit. It's happened to me. It has happened to me, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for people like Stephen Aitchison. I'm grateful for people like John Kim and Lauren Jono and the coaches that are there on OneWiseLife.com. It is in their work, and it's in their ability and desire to constantly give valuable information to you that help me stay centered, help me stay focused, help me stay on track. So that those moments in life that I have a dip, and they have dips too. You have dips too. We all have those dips. But it helps us get through it a little bit quicker. It helps us reframe and to remember that it's there for us, for our greatest good. We just need to step out of our own way so that the greatest good can come forward. And the more you're like this, and the more you behave this way, then you become the most powerful instrument. You become the most powerful teacher for other people to learn from too. And you've given them the freedom to do it. When you give yourself the freedom to behave and to reframe and to start creating new norms for yourself, then you by default have created that freedom for others to do the same. We have powerful work to do. Whether you choose to do it the way I'm doing it online, or you choose to do it in your daily life at home so that your friends, your family, your children can see, however you choose to do it, the fact that you're doing it, you're creating yourself you're making yourself the most powerful instrument that you can be, a powerful tool, a powerful teacher. Everybody has the ability to teach. Okay, let's see who else is here. Debbie Wood says, bravo, we need more people like you and John helping people. Yes, I agree. This is why social media is so powerful and why we can do so much when you know how to use it. And again, John is a trailblazer. He's been doing this for years. I literally consider him a pioneer when it comes to coaching and using social media and the internet as a powerful source and resource for reaching people, for helping people that want to be helped. Kimberly Mann says, bless your heart, Olivia. Oh, Olivia lost her mom. I'm so sorry, Olivia. Much love and blessings to you. Olivia is overcoming grief at the loss of your mom last year. Olivia, then please check out. I'm going to put this link up in 2 seconds. Check this out. I'm going to look for your comment, and I'll put the link out personally for you. If overcoming grief is something that you're dealing with right now, John has the 7-day free trial, a tribe for you to work with a coach, to work with a group, so that you can deal with this. And it's specifically called Overcoming Grief. Okay, Yasina Reyes, you registered. You must be in LA. Yay! I'm so glad that you registered. If I was in LA, I would so be there. I would be there early and I'd probably leave late, and I would soak up like a little sponge every second of the day. If John's had his hand in putting this together, I can guarantee you, you're going to come away with some awesome goodness. August 27th, I'll put the link up again so that everybody catches it. Okay, that's my show. The key to life is happiness in your current situation. The key to happiness is finding happiness in your current situation. I'm going to put a link up to his article so you can read it. It's about 5 minutes long. It's about a 5-minute read, but it's succinct, to the point, and I think you'll gain a lot from it. All right, guys, have a brilliant Tuesday. I'll be back here tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you all. Bye-bye.